That can lead to performance issues and sluggishness and even crashes.
Like your phone is having a mental breakdown.
That's one way to put it. But yeah, too much heat can really put a strain on the processor, and it can affect its performance and how long it lasts.
So what can we do to protect our phone's processor?
Well, besides avoiding those heat traps we talked about earlier, there are a few other things you can do. First, pay attention to the apps you're using. If you notice your phone getting really hot, especially when you're using a specific app, it might be a sign that the app is putting too much stress on the processor.
So it's like you're asking your brain to solve complex equations in a sauna.
Exactly. Give your phone and its processor a break. Close any demanding apps and turn down the screen brightness. Just let it cool down for a bit.
And what about those software updates? Do they help with heat management at all?
Oh, for sure. Phone manufacturers are always trying to improve their devices' performance and efficiency, and that includes heat management. Software updates often have optimizations that can help regulate the temperature and prevent overheating.
So those annoying update notifications might actually be doing us a favor.
In this case, yeah. Keeping your phone's software up to date is one of the easiest and most effective ways to keep it running smoothly and make it last longer.
Okay, so we've covered a lot today. We talked about the dangers of heat and the parts of the phone that are most vulnerable, and we even gave some practical tips to protect our phones.
Right. But before we wrap things up, I want to emphasize one really important point. Prevention is key.
I totally agree. It's always better to be safe than sorry. And speaking of being sorry, let's talk about what to do if your phone does overheat. What's the first aid for an overheated phone? So let's say like my phone is burning up. What should I do?
Okay, so the first thing you got to do is stop using it.
Like immediately?
Yeah, right away.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously, the more you use it, the worse it's going to get. The heat builds up over time, so you got to give it a break so it can cool down.
Okay, so phone's off now, what?
You should take off any case or cover it has. That'll help it cool down faster.
Got it. No more phone sauna.
Exactly. And then find a cool spot for it. Somewhere with good ventilation, away from direct sunlight or heat.
So basically not the dashboard of my car.
Definitely not. And whatever you do, don't dunk it in cold water or put it in the freezer.
I was going to say, that sounds pretty tempting, but I guess it's a bad idea.
Yeah, it is. When the temperature changes that quickly, it can cause condensation inside your phone, and that can damage the components. It's like going from a sauna to an ice bath. It's a huge shock to the system. Just be patient and let it cool down on its own in a safe place.
Okay, so no extreme measures, just patience and a cool spot. But what if it doesn't cool down?